How old are you when you realized that almost everything a white person knows, he learned them from a black person? How old are you when you knew that? Because I think I knew that not quite long. And every day, what they kept learning kept amazing me. Like, I'm just amazed. Like, black people are really saving America, to be honest. Like, they saved America. Look at what these people have actually learned from black people. I'll be back with the commentaries. Please watch these videos.
I remember being told that I don't need to scrub my legs because the soap runs down my body. I remember being told that I didn't need to shower today because we had swam at the lake. I remember being told that shampoo is fine because it runs down, it washes everything. I don't remember being told how to clean my vajussi. I remember being not the only white girl in the army learning how to wash properly from the black girls. And they laughed a little bit too, but they stood with us and taught us with love. My mother-in-law has taught me more about myself than my actual mother did. I'm not gonna laugh at you because you don't understand the context of these messages. It is listen to black women and protect black women till I die.
This video is for white people who want to be less racist. Last week, black people taught me a lot of things, and if we want to do better, we need to listen to them. Here's the first thing I learned. We need to be using washcloths, multiple washcloths, because one washcloth won't do. You need one for your face and one for your body. Number 2, soap doesn't get you clean. Washcloths get you clean. You need to exfoliate. That's why black don't crack. We need to do better. Number 3, apparently white people smell like pennies and dogs. Number 3, apparently white people smell like pennies and wet dog. On behalf of white people everywhere, I'm sorry for smelling bad and being racist. Number 4, don't rule black people out for pickleball and lacrosse. Number 5, black people do trust us, but only when it comes to spinach dip, charcuterie boards, and rice cakes. Because for some reason, white people put mayonnaise and raisins in everything else. Number 6, the 2 white men who started Crumble Cookies ruined cookies for black people. And finally, for number 7, white people must be pre-qualified before joining any cookout. As you can see, some people have invited me and some people have disowned me. Either way, I will never show up without permission. On behalf of white people everywhere, I'm sorry for being racist. I almost forgot one. Apparently black people do use straws. And apparently black people have indoor clothes and outdoor clothes. And as Nia points out in this comment, if I had more black friends, I would know this. But you know, Nia, can I say something? Maybe if I was invited to the cookout, I wouldn't have all these fucking questions. How am I supposed to grow if you won't invite me and let me learn? I'm a human being and I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to make white people everywhere better. I'm not asking for the card. I'm not asking to say the word. I'm just trying to enjoy some good cooking. Maybe go to your church for 9 hours or however long you guys go there. Praise Jesus. All that good stuff. If you invited me once in a while, this wouldn't be so tumultuous. We'd have a really good time. Sorry, that's, you know, the white anger that we got going on. Sorry. I'm sorry for that. But I'm here for your comments.
Rubbing my body with a washcloth?
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
I know. I think we're
like a UTI waiting to happen.
I think we're in the minority. I really do. No, I think we are.
People use washcloths?
I think so.
Like for their body?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like, what are you washing your butt with?
My hand.
supposed to wash your hair like 2 or 3 times a week, and so I probably wash my hair once to twice a week. But and here's the kicker, and I don't want any judgment because this is a judgment-free zone because this is TikTok. I shower about twice a week. And look, I think I look fine.
Bathe properly. Before that, some thought bathing was dangerous wet dog, but Europe couldn't accept that black rulers built their future, so they erased them more.
I cannot wait for the comments on this one, but white people, we're gross, and I just learned yet another reason why. So my 3-year-old son is in nursery school, right? And we got an email the other day that said that there was lice happening at the school. Gross. So I follow the links to like the CDC page on head lice, and I of course buy all the products and get the knit comb and all the things, and I'm studying the information on the CDC page when what to my wondering eyes should I come across but the little fun fact that African American communities experience less lice than white people. It just makes me think of what a nice compliment that is to the TikTok I saw the other day. Oh, I wish I could remember who created it, with the guy talking about how when the Europeans came here to the US, then, you know, Turtle Island, the indigenous people could smell them like football fields away, and they were like so repulsed that they begged them to bathe, and they taught them how to have appropriate levels of hygiene. And they say white people have no culture. It's in our blood. We're disgusting.
Quick story on how this white girl grew up in a completely white town, not taught anything but white. Let's get into it. Grew up in a very small town in Iowa, and its name is Storm Lake. This small town in Iowa, as I was growing up, I only saw white people. There were not any people of color in school. Wait, yes, there was. There were 2 black guys, and they were adopted from one family. I didn't believe that there was Mexicans, but we weren't taught Mexican, so we didn't know what that was. Okay, so we didn't know. It was only white, and that's all we knew. Until a big hailstorm hit that town one day, and the next thing you knew, there were Mexicans coming to town. I was like, oh my gosh, there's a Mexican, how cool. We're finally seeing a different culture. And then the Asians started to come slowly but surely, because in this town, there was a pork plant and a turkey plant. So there was big manufacturing companies for people to come to this town and work. So slowly, in my teenage years, I started seeing some Mexican, some Asian, and then I never saw black. But ironically, me and my best friend cruising around this small town one day, we call it cruising the loop. We actually saw this big, buff, beautiful, handsome, muscular man. And I was like, oh my God, girl, look at that guy. And we're all like, oh my God, and he's so tan, blah, 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 blah. So later that exact same day, we saw this beautiful tan man at a bar and discovered that he was not tan. He was black. But my God, was he beautiful. I actually married that first black man that I ever saw and didn't even realize he was black. I learned a lot from marrying and falling in love with this black man. I loved the culture. I loved how I loved all people. I loved just the way that they lived versus white. I mean, I'm sorry, people, but black guys, they got it going on, and they have a lot better parties, if you know what I'm saying. So the reality of this little past, blast from the past of mine is I got out of this little small town. I explored the world. I have learned that people are people, and you don't have to be white to make it. You can be black and be a happy person. You can be Asian. You can be anything. And they all are amazing cultures. So the people that are still stuck in this small town and they're little mega freaks, they haven't understood or had the opportunity to be able to see what the world really is, instead of just a boring little white people town.
I found myself on Black TikTok recently. I don't know how I got there. Okay? But I just have a message to my fellow white people. Hey guys, we're so stinky. We are so smelly, you know? We are just so smelly. And I think here's what I've pulled, okay? All right. I feel as if, first of all, a washcloth, it's so cheap, it's so cheap, it's so handy. Yeah, it is. And it can, fun fact, it goes in the washing machine so you don't need to keep buying. Anyway, you know it's not working, and here's what I'm hearing. Here's what I'm hearing is happening. A little soap, a little, all done. Hey guys, your body's bigger than that. You know, when I'm coughing because I just ripped a crazy dab, my kneecaps sweat. You know? My kneecaps are sweating. And you know what? I'm walking in my stinky, smelly feet all the time. I'm standing in water. Hey girl, that's not good enough. Hey girl, that's not good enough. The water's hitting my butt cheeks. Hey sister, that's not good enough. I know that I have 25% male audience. They're creeping, you know? And I know that I got some white men here, okay? Hey guys, it can always be better. And here's the thing, I have a feeling that the reason why white people are so stinky smelly is it's like a white supremacy thing. And don't, it's because I think that it's like whiteness is cleanliness, is purity. I'm clean. No, we're not. We're not. Do you know what a dry brush is? Hi. Do you know what a dry brush is? What's that? I'm no pony. You, please. Oh, anyway. Dry brush, I'm serious, guys. I'm actually serious. A dry brush, we use it before the shower. Okay? Little gentle strokes. My skin, it's too sensitive. It's too pure and sensitive. No. That's because it's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're exfoliating for the first time, okay? Some gentle strokes. You're gonna see flakes are gonna be flying like fireworks, sister, and that's okay. That's okay. I grew up with my friends being like, oh my God, I'm ashy, I need lotion. And here's me, I'm saying, that never happens to me, so I guess I never need to meet a friend named Lotion. Is what I say. Nope. What you're gonna do is you're just gonna get the biggest bottle of lotion, and you're just gonna keep it around. And then you're just gonna pump that baby whenever. But you know what you're gonna do after you shower you're gonna lotion up. The same thing that you're doing to your face, you're doing it to your whole body, girl. And that dry brushing's gonna be, and then you go in the shower, you get those gloves on. I know they're scary, but it's so easy, so cheap, and you're just gonna exfoliate and grab your washcloth and wash. I'm so serious, guys. I'm so serious. I sit next to the smelliest white kid, and I just, like, my parents never taught me this. I had to learn that, I had to learn this from Black TikTok. I'm serious, and this is a problem. Y'all, it's a problem. Clean your ass. Okay, bye.
How often do you change your socks?
Like maybe twice a week.
Not enough. Not enough. Why? Sometimes I just forget. I go to bed with socks on. I can't sleep without socks, and then sometimes I'm wearing them for 2
Hygiene is cultural. Because what do you mean you wear socks for 2 days? Because sometimes you fall asleep in them and you just keep them on. Meaning you don't shower when you wake up. And for everybody that's offended when I make these videos, hygiene is different based on culture and based on background. That's just life. Hygiene is different everywhere in the world. But no matter what people do, it's only a certain group of people that come online with their full chest and tell us how they don't wash.
I've had a couple of guys tell me they only use soap on the upper part of their bodies because the water washes down, so there's no need to wash your legs or feet. Do you wash your legs?
Yes.
How often?
Every time I have a shower.
Notice I didn't say every day.
Why would she say that?
When I was back in France, I would shower maybe once a month. That's quite normal there, but when I moved to the UK, I saw that people showered way more often. So now I shower maybe once a week. Only if I've had like a big day or if I've worked out. Like,
I'm so tired, child. I'm so tired. I'm really tired.
These happy birthday buddies. Yeah, that good? Yeah, that good?
Wow, the pressure is getting worse.
Yeah, we were talking about it the other day.
Washcloth.
No washcloth.
Washcloth. Oh no!
I think it's it's just different. All hands, huh? All hands on deck.
I do, because when you shave your legs, isn't the shaving cream is like soap, right?
Yeah, it is. I think that's the reason that most women wash their legs, because we have to, because if you're not shaving and then you're not washing. So whenever you're not shaving, you don't wash, you're saying?
No, I don't think I would say that.
No, because it's getting out of hand now. Is anybody worried about their health?
I hear that when you shower, you only clean your hot spots, your vag, your butt, and your armpits. Is that true?
I don't wash my legs in the shower. I don't know why my legs would be dirty. They're covered up all day in my jeans. And they're not out, you know what I mean? My legs aren't going out without me. And when I lather my hair with shampoo and conditioner, there is a lot of lather. And that drips down my body, cascades over my voluptuous breasts, onto my navel, and then down to my Pikachu.
What is going on? What is going on?
I was just informed that there are people who use washcloths in the shower. As a grown adult, are you serious? This can't be real. You're telling me that you are going to use a bacteria-infested cloth rather than just using your hands?
You can literally wash a washcloth after using it. You know, like how you wash your clothes, you put it in the washing machine and it cleans it so you can use it again. Also, you can have more than one washcloth. You see this right here? This is my washcloth, which I use when I'm taking a shower. When I'm done with it, I'm going to wash it so I can use it again. And if for some reason I couldn't use it, I would just get a different one. And yes, many grown adults like myself use a washcloth or a sponge or some item to cleanse their bodies that isn't their bare hands. And they're not expensive at all. You can get a pack of them at almost any store for less than $5. And if you care about basic hygiene, which you should, it's worth the money.
Black people invented everything. White people sat around and said, go on and invent it, motherfucker. We gonna steal it anyway, because that's what we do. Who's lazy in this picture? Who's lazy ones in this picture here?
I don't know why this woman has not deleted this post yet, but she made a post that was talking about cleanliness and saying that it was cultural, and basically saying that because black people used to be enslaved and they were dirty, that they have embedded it in their culture that they need to be more clean. It was fucking weird. I don't know. Here's what I have to say about it. She needs to go do some research on the African Moors. African Moors went into Europe and literally told the Europeans, like, you need to bathe. There are germs. This is why you're dying. This is why you're having diseases spread like crazy. Get the animals out of your house. Like, they went and taught Europeans how to not be disgusting. Like, what are we talking about? One more thing. I really hate when people talk about Black history as if it started with slavery. Like, Africa was and is a wealthy continent and had kingdoms, and Mansa Musa was the wealthiest man in the world. They had the first major library. They had amazing architecture. They had the Dahomes, which is like the female warriors. Like, there's so much more history there that people ignore and just think everything started at slavery, and that shit drives me crazy.
Whenever you ask a white person why they talk like that, and they be like, oh, well, I was raised around black people, so like that's why I talk like that, my first thought be, well, bitch, I was raised by black people and I don't talk like that. And then y'all all have the same black voice. voice. So was y'all all raised by the same person? I'm confused. Black people talk in many different dialects. So it's like, explain. A black person from Chicago don't talk like a black person from Mississippi, that don't talk like a black person from Minnesota, that don't talk like a black person from New York. But y'all all have the same black voice. Are you picking up what the fuck I'm putting down?
I got in trouble for this, but when I was in high school, I wrote a paper about how white people can pick up black culture when they see fit. Usually when they're younger, and then when they get older, it's outdated, it's like too much, and they let it go and they go back to their white lives. And so this trend of there was once a time is making me think about that, because a lot of these people, not all of them, some of them I'm sure they still have black friends, but a lot of them are like, you know, my life is so different now, I would never do that. They're not saying it explicitly, but you know, it's there saying that I had my time and now I'm ready to be a mom, I'm ready to make sourdough and just live a different life, as if it's something you can just put down. People can't stop being black, but you know, when you're done with black culture, you can do whatever you want.
White women, watch this video and I'll be right back.
I don't know why, but as a white woman, I love correcting other white women about black hair. I don't know why. Marginalized cultures, like African slaves, don't pass things on to white people. White people steal those things. That's called cultural appropriation. Like this, or this. So I'd like to talk about this absolutely fantastic article I just saw a couple weeks ago about the history of black hairstyles. Before I even get into the various African cultures that you seem to be such an expert on, let's talk about African American culture. Growing up, many black women have fond memories of sitting between the legs of mothers and aunties, head tilted to one side as our hair was tightly braided. It's almost a rite of passage, sitting for hours, a sore scalp, the soothing feeling of cool gel running between the neatly parted braids at the end. Considering you don't even know what Bantu knots are, I'm gonna go ahead and assume that that's not part of your culture. It is absolutely a major fixture in black cultures. Bantu knots, along with other types of hairstyles, became popular in the 1500s amongst African slaves in South America. A Bantu knot symbolized that a person was heading towards a mountainous area and signaled other slaves to either follow them, help conceal them, or aid them in some other way. Bantu knots, not twisty buns or whatever you call them. Tight braids gathered up in a bun called departes symbolized to other slaves that a slave was about to leave and that their departure was imminent. Cornrows are called cornrows because slaves would often take seeds and kernels of corn or various other crops so that they could take them with them to their new settlement and start crops for their own people once they escaped.
Our ancestors would place rice, seeds, and sometimes gold on the scalp between two sections of hair. They did this so that if they were captured and forced to voyage across the Atlantic, they'd at least have a small amount of food for sustenance.
Form follows function. That function was survival and escape. And if you are not respectful and mindful of the mindset of those people when they created these hairstyles, you don't know what a Bantu knot is, then you don't get to argue with black people about their hair. Culture is about experience. Culture is personal and emotional. It's funny, I've been looking at all these pictures and I can't find any with any white people in them. Why do you think that is?
That's what I'm talking about. That is someone that understood the assignment. Yes! It's more than just hair. God! Love it! I'm one of those teachers that when I see a student, now I'm not saying she's actually a student of mine or anything like that, but I'm a type of person when I'm teaching and I see people getting it, it just gives me so much excitement. It's like, yes! Yes, you got it! Love it. I love it. I love it. Let me know what you think in the comment section about how, damn, I lost my train of thought and I'm not redoing this. Let me know in the comment section what you think about this video. Remember, diversity equal power. We can change the world when we work together and protect black women. Until next time.
Fellow white people of TikTok, it has come to my realization today that black TikTok thinks we stink. Well, a lot of white people do. So what the fuck are you all doing not washing your ass? I'm talking to you. You right there. Just because you get in a shower and you put water on your body and you wash your underarms, there's other parts of your body that you have to wash, okay? With a washcloth or a sponge, your body, okay, with soap. And some of you all need antibacterial soap, and a little bit of bleach in your water ain't gonna kill you. And I don't want to hear that some of you all think lotion and body oil is slimy. You have one set of skin on your body, and you have to take care of it. If you use the right kind of oil for your skin and the right type of body oils and lotion, it ain't gonna feel slimy. Okay? I don't stink. I wash all parts of my body, and I use the thing that scrubs your back. Yeah, because you know what? You all don't wash your back either, and that's how you get back knee. That's disgusting. Wash your back, wash your ass, and my God, wash the bottoms of your feet. That's disgusting. That's why your feet stink, because you don't wash your feet. You wash your whole entire body and all that nastiness goes down on your feet. That's disgusting. Wash your damn feet. And while we're at it, use lotion on your elbows and on your knees. Just because our skin's not dark and we don't have that ashy appearance on those areas, don't mean they ain't dry. And my God, use lotion on your feet and your heels. If it's getting to be sandal season, and if I see any more of us white people going out there and y'all got ashy looking damn ugly toes and feet, that's disgusting. You don't have to go out and pay for a pedicure to have nice toes and feet. Put lotion on your toes and feet and lotion on your body, even if you put lotion on at night and go to bed. I know that sounds really weird, but trust me on this. And put lotion on your feet and put socks on and go to bed. And wash your ass. Antibacterial soap, some of y'all probably need it. Lumi, not that smelly stuff. Dove makes really, really good soap. Okay, and really, really good things that have actives that get rid of rough patches on your skin. Do you know why my tattoos look so good? Because I use stuff that has active ingredients. And you know why? That's why my eyebrow tattoos and the black on my body, on my tattoos, don't turn gray, because I take care of my skin.
I made the conscious decision to stop washing my hands. I think when I was in college. Was it college for you? I don't know. That's when I remember it, because one of my good friends from college also doesn't wash her hands, and it was like how we had that bonding experience. One day I was like, I'm just not gonna wash them. She was like, I'm not either. I don't wash my hands.
I don't really trust people that wash their hands because, well, one, I don't think it does anything to actually wash. It doesn't do anything to actually wash them.
I do wash if I go number 2.
They didn't used to wash them back in like way back in the day when they didn't have, and you would go to the bathroom out in the outhouse. Nobody washed their hands then, and there was less diseases.
I sometimes, like, when my roommate's home, I'll have to, like, turn the water on, because I'm like, I don't want them to think I'm, like, disgusting.
I'll, like, text. I'll, like, turn the water on and, like, take a text break and be
literally,
like...
I'm like, When you're at work and someone that you know goes into the stall, you're like, well, I guess I'll fake washing my hands now.
We're always in the bathroom with Kate, and I'm always like...
We also don't shower.
The hand washing. I thought that was going to be like, everyone was going to be like, thank you for speaking your truth, queen. Everyone's like, you're fucking disgusting.
That is gross.
That is gross. And I'm like, and I posted a video yesterday. I was like, dude, what are you talking about? Like, you say that, I had to delete it. I was like, you're really saying in the comfort of your own home, you wash your hands after you pee? No, you fucking don't. All the comments are like, yeah, I fucking do. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
I really thought they were going to be like, yes, queen.
And like, oh, I think about like, do my roommate see that? Does she think I'm just
Don't
making
you think
germs
everyone thinks you're
everywhere?
gross
Yeah.
now? It's just like, I just when I'm peeing, I'm just not washing.
That's one thing we don't like, but we lost friends over this though, so I get it.
I just found out that Black Twitter and Twitter are the same thing. It's not a different application. It's the same app. People talking about Black Twitter as if it was a different app, like it's on the Android. It's not on the Android, it's just Twitter! It's Twitter!
Here are some things that I learned from listening to Black women talk about the disgusting things that white women do that have made me be more respectful when I am around Black people that I don't think white people know. So this is like my list. So first and foremost, do not ever touch food with your hands. If you're sharing food, like even if it's buffet style, or if you're like having lunch with your friend or family member and they're like, here, do you want some of this? Always take a piece of food like with tongs or a napkin. Do not touch the food with your hands. Next is washing your hands. Make sure that you're washing your hands as you're preparing food, and after you really do anything, you should be washing your hands. I have kind of like an OCD problem with washing my hands. I will wash my hands like 5 times while I'm eating a meal. Like if anything gets on my hands, I'm washing them. But just be extra mindful if you're preparing food for other people, especially people of color, like maintain hygiene exceptionally. Likewise, if you're working with people of color and you're in the bathroom, like just make sure you're really washing your hands. If you need to blow your nose or cough, go to the bathroom to do that. These things are polite anyway, but because people of color are held to such a higher standard when it comes to hygiene, the least that we can do as white people is also hold ourselves to that same standard.
Do you use a washcloth?
Answer first, and then Mo will tell you the history of this question.
I'm like kind of hurt by this because I try to look. I get up at 4:45 a.m. I try to look my best and look clean. Do I not look clean?
That's really not what the question is about.
Not why?
Do you use a wash? Not do you shower? Do you use the actual washcloth?
I have a washcloth in my bathroom that I use for my hands when I wash my hands after using the restroom. Does that count?
In the shower?
No, in the shower.
Do you use?
No.
What the hell?
See? Yeah, see?
What? What?
All right, so
feeding into this white stereotype.
I'm so
that's what it's a
confused.
white stereotype.
You specifically use it to wash your legs specifically?
No,
like
everything.
Your body, your whole body.
Yeah.
You can't use your hands?
Well,
no,
you could, but you're not
why?
getting the dirt off of there.
Oh, no, Abby, no.
Next time I hire somebody, this is one of the interview questions.
All right, my dark sisters, something ain't right. I've been following this black girl hygiene bath routine TikTok now. I'm obsessed. I'm about 4 days in of watching all the videos, and I'm slowly collecting the products and things that you suggest, and something is not right. Okay, y'all are right. I'm not right. I'm white, but I'm not right. I don't like this feeling yet. Okay, I live in the deep south, southwest Louisiana, and it's already starting to be a tad humid, and I have added lotion to my after shower bath routine while I'm still damp, and I feel like I've been in the marsh for 6 hours in August at noon. I'm doing something wrong. Either I'm using the wrong kind of lotion or something. Help a girl out. Help me troubleshoot what's not working here, because y'all said give it a minute to dry. I got my blow dryer. I put it on cool. I'm doing the witch hazel betwixt and under the girls and the undercarriage and all that, and I got the little exfoliating bath glove, and I'm washing my body twice, and my African net sponges are on the way. They were supposed to be here today, but they're late. I could not even imagine adding body oil yet to this regimen because I already feel sticky and damp and weird. I've got the dusting powder. I'm trying it in the water. Y'all are telling me like something's wrong. This is not how it should feel, I don't think. I feel like I didn't dry off. Help.
After some white podcasters said that using washcloths is for poor people. Take a look at this clip.
Washcloths are for poor people.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I only had one friend use washcloths, and when she would stay with me, she'd say, "Can I have a washcloth?" And I said, "I don't have washcloths. There's no washcloth. Use your hand, dummy."
I really do remember the first time I crashed at a poor friend's house, and then he handed over like a towel for after the shower, and then a bar soap, and then a little one. I go, "What's the little towel?" And he goes, "A washcloth." And I go, I threw it back at him. I'm like, "I'm good." And he was like,
On it is nasty.
So that was podcasters Tom Segura and his wife Christina Pazitsky. If you use a washcloth, that means you poor. I would think if you use your hand, that would make you poor, right? But this is the thing, though.
It's why you don't eat from everybody.
Exactly.
It's why you don't touch people. I really want to say something how I feel.
Don't say it.
What?
Certain celebrities came out. I remember Ashton Kutcher, I think, was one of them. I hope that was who it was. Said they didn't shower every day. Remember, there was a couple of...
Because they're preserving the dirt on them skin for another day.
Have you guys seen the video of that girl saying that she has to take a shower every time after she shits? Like, first of all, no one has time for that. Second of all, what kind of shits are you taking?
Guys, leave me alone. Guys, one thing about me, huge TMI, I don't care. I only shit once a day. I never knew that y'all was out here shitting 3, 4, 5, 6 times a day. I never knew that. Does that mean I have problems with my digestive system? Probably. I never knew that, but bitch, I'm lucky if I even shit once a day. I'm even lucky if I shit once a day. So for me, it makes sense to shower after I shit. Because first of all, I only shit at night. Okay. My body just works that way. I will never ever have the urge to shit throughout the day or in the morning. I only shit at night. So yeah, for me, it makes sense. I never knew y'all was out here shitting 5 times a day. Obviously, I ain't shading y'all. I'm not trying to shame y'all or nothing, but damn, I didn't know that was what was supposed to happen though. Like, what do y'all be eating? Cause I get my fibers. I eat real healthy. But 5 times a day? Anyway, take my tips with a bucket of salt, y'all. I comment this under almost every one of my videos. I got OCD. I know I'm excessive. I know that. If y'all don't want to take my tips, don't take my tips. But me, I like to be very, very detailed with my hygiene. So if this is too much for y'all, don't take the tips. But y'all out here shading me.
Imagine hygiene. Imagine as little as hygiene. Bathing, right? Using the sponge or the washcloth. Here in Africa, we use sponge because even we feel the washcloth will not do the job like the sponge. The sponge is a bit hard, right? We use the sponge to, scrub up very, very hard to scrub out things. We believe when we scrub it out, the skin is able to breathe because the skin has pores. That is it. The washcloth can be fine, but I really, really do not 100% totally subscribe to it. Now, hearing that white people actually learned how to use washcloth from black people is a very big one. I feel like standing up now to clap for black Americans. You guys would have not taught them. Yeah. Gatekeep. Not everything you allow them to keep smelling. Allow them to keep smelling and let them keep wondering when they see you pass and you're smiling, you're shining, you're smelling good. Imagine people who use the toilet and not wash their butt. Imagine people who don't shower. Some for weeks, they don't shower. Some for months, they don't shower. Some will use stockings for 2 or 3 days. They have 1 stockings in their leg. Those people have no moral rights to come and start saying, oh yeah, you're black and yeah, you're white. That is why I don't want to be your friend. Shut up. I'm so happy that they're saying it. Oh, I was able to go to Black Talk and I learned it. I was able to go to Black Twitter and I get it. Does that change the perspective you all have about black people in America? After everything they've done for you. Literally everything you're using in America was actually, invented by black people. Including hygiene. Invented by black people. Yet, you all don't give them the credit they deserve. That's really crazy. You smell. What? You smell. You stink. Smell is even an understatement. Like, you guys stink. What? You guys had better start acknowledging that these people are everything in that country and more. Stop the whole racism. To be honest, like, these people thought you everything, They thought you everything you know. Yet, no credits. Yet, no thank you. Yet, no respect. Then what do you say about these people who have been teaching you all of this? Don't you think they're divinely, created by God? Don't you think people with such wealth of knowledge, there's something about them? But you choose to segregate. You choose to say, oh, you're this, you're this. You can't come close to me. You're not up to me. You're not this. Someone who taught you how to bathe. Someone who taught you how to brush your teeth. Someone who taught you how to wash your nyash. Somebody who taught you how to wash your body, how to wash under your boobs, how to wash your... Somebody said video one thing in that video that I watched. Anyways, Black Americans, you all deserve their college. But one thing I know for my people is that they are very tired at this point. They are not teaching you anymore. They have a lot to teach you. You have a lot to learn from these people, but you will never allow racism. That's your problem with white people. They will never allow racism. These ones they learned it by mistake. Probably they were flipping through the internet and they now saw it and they're like, wow. They won't humbly go there and say, please, I don't bathe. Please help me. I stink. No, they can't say, because they feel those black people are even more animal than them. That's so crazy. Let me stop here. Let me hear your thoughts in the comments. How many white people have you been in the car that stinks? That smell like shit? Let me see it. You're making me talk with my own accent. Like, I feel like... Anyways, I'll stop here. Anyways, kindly subscribe, like, share these videos to your friend. Right? Let's have fun with this. And, you know, this is an educative video. Anyways, right? I'll be back with the next one shortly. Keep watching.